Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here, coach of the New York Dreepys with my week 8 and final week of the regular season battle versus Invividcolor in the South Texas Sableyes. Guys, feel free to check him out. His channel link will be down below. If you guys don't know about Vivid, he actually stopped my WBE playoff run last semester. This ain't school. Last season. He is a teacher though. But this ain't school. But yeah. And this week we are back playing him on the final week. I have no idea how I did in week 7 of the WBE because I'm playing these all on the same day, but I'm recording these way ahead. And the wind is blowing, so if you guys hear my shades slap against my window, it's hot in here without it. So yeah. Anyway, New York Dreepys are back, and Vivid has a pretty threatening team. He has Grimmsnarl for dual screen support with stuff like Lucario, Mamoswine, Phalanx. Drifblim is very, very scary. Vikavolt is very scary too. His team, though, is very slow, which is a big thing. It kind of relies on either dual screen, so Pokemon can live hits, or Sticky Web from Vikavolt in order for it to kind of function. And in terms of hazard control, no, Drifblim is there. Yeah, it's Torkoal too. So I don't know. It's odd because I feel like the matchup is it's not severely in anybody's favor at all. In terms of speed, I have the better speed, but in terms of some of his Pokemon, it's really hard. Like Drifblim, for instance, is very difficult for my team to deal with. But anyway, we're bringing Cinderace as my first Pokemon because it's faster than his entire team with 68 speed EVs, so that's really nice, which means I have so many extra EVs to work with here. Now, max HP and 100 defense allows me to take a +1 Adamant close combat from Phalanx, just in case he gets his no retreat off. It also allows me to eat +2 Lucario's extreme speed. We have the heavy duty boots, that way I don't have to take any hazard damage at all this game. And then we do have the court change just in case he wants to set up rocks or wants to set up screens or wants to set up sticky web. I'll just court change them right back to him while avoiding them myself because of the boots. Pyro Ball hits Lucario as a 2-hit KO on Mamoswine if he's thick fat, which he should be, and is strong in general. Then Taunt prevents setup, and then U-turn for momentum, getting in something like maybe my Gardevoir on Quagsire if it comes in on me, or on Torkoal probably switching out. The 76 special defense plus max HP allows me to take a modest choice specs Thunderbolt from Vikavolt. I guarantee live it from full HP, and I also guarantee take 2 bug buzzes. Well, it's not guaranteed if he gets a Spadef drop, but the max you can do with 2 modest specs bug buzzes is 49%. And then the rest was put into attack just to up the damage rolls versus things like Phalanx and whatnot. It gives like a 4% increase in Pyro Ball's damage. But yeah, Cinderace's main role is to U-turn out, court change hazards, and I guess check Pokemon like Lucario if it needs to. With Heavy Duty Boots, this Pokemon does not usually take very much damage because it comes in on free switches. Next up, we have Usopp, my G-Max Orbeetle. We're bringing it back this week with Psychic, Calm Mind, Energy Ball, and Recover. I was going to bring Bug Buzz over Energy Ball because he has Grimmsnarl and it hits it for neutral. Energy Ball hits it for neutral too, but I was not doing enough to Quagsire unless I G-Max, which is very sad because when you bring a G-Max Pokemon, I feel like bringing max HP is amazing, especially on something like Orbeetle with the weakness policy. There's a few ways we can activate this: Torkoal, Vikavolt, and whatnot. I can Calm Mind in their faces. Phalanx could activate it too with Throat Chop and whatnot. And Grimmsnarl with Sucker Punch, and Drifblim with Shadow Ball, right? So I basically gave it enough speed for Drifblim. That speed tier, so I can Calm Mind in front of it if I need to. Get my Weakness Policy boost, Gigantamax, and hit him with the G-Max Gravitas, as well as the Max Overgrowth. Max Overgrowth is a 2-hit KO with obviously my Weakness Policy on Grimmsnarl, and Energy Ball can help me deal with Quagsire anyway. I'm not sure what type of Silvally he'll bring. He can bring any Silvally he wants to. I do want to give a big shout out to my boy Soulgazer though for working with me on this team in the past. You know, my APA week one as well as last week's team too, because you know I had to do these all in the week if I didn't tell ya, so it's a lot to build, and I typically don't want to build so many teams in the week, but he's been helping me, which is really nice. Always makes it easier. But yeah, Recover just for that longevity. I mean, with max HP, I'm eating attacks from like Lucario. I'm faster than Adamant Lucario as well. We have my Gardevoir next. Choice Scarf Gardevoir, max speed because it gets speed tie with Scarf Mamoswine. Moonblast is extremely spammable versus Vivid's team. The only resist he has is Torkoal and potentially Silvally Steel if he wants to bring that, which isn't that terrible versus me, but also not that great. Like, it's good, but it's not great. Because I think I can just recover on it with my my Orbeetle and Calm Mind. Though if it's Swords Dance, I guess it's a little bit annoying. But multi-attack isn't that strong anyway, and it doesn't have Flame Charge at the moment, so it doesn't really have a lot to deal with the Corviknight here. But yeah, we're bringing my Choice Scarf Gardevoir because Moonblast and Psychic are not resisted by his team. I have Trick as well, just to cripple if I need to cripple something like maybe lock something in, like Drifblim, for instance, that could be a threat. And then we have Healing Wish, and Healing Wish can help me support something like my Cinderace or my my Orbeetle as well, Corviknight too. So I have a bunch of bulky Pokemon that would appreciate that Healing Wish. So I felt like Moonblast and Psychic were the only two attacks I really needed here. And even if he does bring that Silvally, Corviknight can deal with it because I'm running Mirror Armor this week. Of course, he could be running Flamethrower, which is boosted by the Sun. So, could be a little bit annoying, but you know what? Activate my weakness policy. I'll take it. Next up, we do have Qwilfish. Qwilfish provides me a nice little pivot into Lucario. If it's Swords Dance, I have the Rocky Helmet and Intimidate. It can also Poison Jab, Grimmsnarl. It sets up T-Spikes versus Vivid's team as well, because it doesn't have a Poison type mon unless he brings Silvally Poison, so it sets up T-Spikes. I have Taunt to prevent Defog, to prevent Screens, to prevent Setup, and then, again, just Waterfall is there too. We're enough speed to outspeed Mamoswine, so we can 2-hit KO it with Waterfall, potentially flinching it. That's why we have that over Liquidation. And, yeah, absorbing, I guess, T-Spikes as well if I court change. Like, if there's a scenario where he has Rocks up, Light Screen and Reflect, and Sticky Web, I'm definitely court changing even if I have Poison, Toxic Spikes on his side of the field, because I want all the other stuff that he has, and I can just absorb the T-Spike with my Qwilfish, plus my Cinderace, and some of my team doesn't even care about T-Spikes, just because of either they're immune to it and they can absorb it like Qwilfish, or, like I said, they're immune like Corviknight, or Heavy Duty Boots Cinderace, but Qwilfish gives me a nice little physical check. I do have to worry about Phalanx because it does have Defiant, though. So that's something I want to keep in mind. But it can only boost once, and Gardevoir is faster than Phalanx, which is a big thing. Next up, we have Choice Band HAXORUS. Oh, who knew? But yeah, we're bringing Choice Band HAXORUS once again this week with enough speed for Silvally. If he does bring Silvally still, that's one of the good things because HAXORUS has both Close Combat and Earthquake this week. Just to do a ton of damage. Basically, Close Combat allows me to hit something like Lucario, Grimmsnarl, or... it's just good neutral versus him besides the Drifblim, which is why we have Dragon Claw. I'm also pretty weak to Torkoal, switching it on Lava Plume. So we have Facade there, and if he burns me and he doesn't bring Drifblim, then Choice Band Facade is so strong versus a team, man. At 2 kills, like everything on his team. So it's definitely worth me bringing. Like even Lucario going to be falling over to a Choice Band Facade. And yeah, the... defensive Vs don't really matter too much because it already naturally takes a +2 extreme speed from Lucario, even with a Life Orb, just because HAXORUS does have 90 base defense. But it could help in buffering maybe an Ice Shard as well. But yeah, this gives me a Torkoal switching with the team, something to absorb status. Again, I'm really worried about Drifblim, but I don't think there's a lot I could do to prep it because if it's like a Will-O-Wisp Hex set with Strength Sap, it would beat a lot of my members anyway. So that's just something I need to just keep in mind that, yeah, it can do work versus my team. But we do have, if it's not Calm Mind, we do have Corviknight right here with the Mirror Armor, and it's Sub Roost, Bulk Up, Brave Bird. I could be running Pressure to stall it, but basically, once this Corviknight gets going, it's very hard for Vivid to stop it. His answers are Torkoal, and I guess Vikavolt if I'm not boosted enough, but yeah, basically that, which T-Spikes help with Torkoal if it's not running heavy-duty boots. And I have enough speed for a timid max speed Vikavolt, so I outspeeded by 1 point. The rest was put into HP and defense to be able to take on Lucario and Mamoswine better, as well as Phalanx, as well as his G-Max. With Mirror Armor, I also bounce back G-Max moves, which is pretty cool, the effects of them. And like Spirit Break, for instance, if he's like Rest Talk, Grimmsnarl with Spirit Break, he's not lowering stats, doesn't really matter, but yeah, I'll be able to do some damage. He can be in Darkest Lair, though, that's for sure. But I could trick that with my Gardevoir if need be. And just in general, this Corviknight can kind of just, if T-Spike are up, it can wear down and stall out his entire team. But I did want the Mirror Armor over the pressure, just in case he does bring Strength Sap Drifblim without Calm Mind. Because then I can just bulk up Strength, and even though he'll always be able to heal himself, he's not lowering my attack. So, because it's not Magic Bounce, so it doesn't bounce it back, but it doesn't lower my attack. It just lowers his. So I can still bulk up in front of it if I'm not mistaken, and I can eventually overpower it. I'm not running any Spadef on this Corviknight this week, though, so that might be the difference between binning that mod and not, but I feel like physically defensive makes a lot of sense here. Mirror Armor also helps with like Parting Shot Silvally, and just in general, just stat drops, I feel. But yeah, that is a team for the final week of the WBE. We were playing Invividcolor, of course. Thank you everybody for supporting me this season. Like I said, currently I'm 6-0. I don't know if I won the 7th week. I haven't played it yet when I'm recording this, and I don't know if I'll win the 8th week. But you know, if we went undefeated or up till this point, That's awesome. I was gonna say I'm awesome. Well, I mean it's pretty awesome that I made it, but I don't think I'm awesome. But it's sick that we made it that far, and you know, hopefully we can take the entire undefeated season. But yeah, anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you guys in the battle in a second. Alright guys, so we're here with my battle versus Vivid. Unfortunately, I now know the results because I had to play these all in a row, but not before I did my team. But big Pokemon fan room, I just saw that. So I'm 6-1 going into this battle of the WBE. My dude did not bring his Torkoal, so that's cool. Love Quillfish in this game. Love Cinderace as well. Cinderace is very good early on. My Orbeetle is fantastic if I can do a Grimmsnarl, which T-Spikes help me do. Worried about Drifblim, but hopefully Mirror Armor, Corviknight can kind of beat that. And if I get T-Spikes up, then I'm not worried about Quagsire. So definitely leaning towards a Cinderace lead. Quagsire, Drifblim. Because I think I can sub-roost him. I'm not sure, though. Vikavolt, Lucario, Mamoswine. And last mon is Grimmsnarl. To be honest, though, I don't even need to lead off with that. I could also just lead off with HAXORUS and click Dragon Claw. I like Cinderace a little bit better. Lets me, like if he leads off a Vikavolt, I can just, if he stays in with his Vikavolt in front of me, I can just U-turn out into my HAXORUS and deal with that. If he goes Quagsire, I set up T-Spike, which would be really nice for dealing with Quagsire in general. I mean, actually, no, I don't even go T-Spike. I just click Moonblast in this game. So I leads off a Grimmsnarl, which isn't terrible for me. I'm assuming he might be doing some type of screens thing going on. I'd rather this thing not get paralyzed because it's really good in this game. Plus, I mean, I have Healing Wish at the end of the day. We'll just go out into my Quagsire here. He could Thunder Wave. He could just set up a screen. I have Taunt on this thing. Did I say Quagsire? I meant Quillfish. Alright, he does go right for Thunder Wave turn 1. T-Wave. So he might be T-Wave dual screens. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can get up a Toxic Spike, though. I guess he could be Baton Pass with Drifblim also into, like, Mamoswine or something, which is why a T-Spike would be really nice here. Again, I'm assuming dual screens, so I'm glad I brought Court Change this battle. But a T-Spike early is nice, too. So he switches out, doesn't taunt me, doesn't do anything. Vikavolt comes out, smart. As we were able to get up a T-Spike, perfect. Perfect, perfect. So, I mean, I'm very weak to this Pokemon. But I do have my Cinderace, which is EV'd, to take even one Specs Modest Thunderbolt. So I like going out into... I really like going out to this Mon here. And with T-Spike up, man, he's not going to like switching into this Pokemon. He has to throw off a Thunderbolt. If it's Specs, it will do a lot. Wasn't Specs, just going to throw off a Pyro Ball. Doesn't really have the best switch-ins. If he stays in with this and he ends up being Sash, so be it. Quillfish is still very strong versus a lot of his team. Oh, I definitely don't mind Drifloon coming in either. I don't know what type of Drifloon it is. Took a good chunk. I think I just taunt and go from there. He could be Heavy Duty Boots. He could try and defog. I'm pretty weak to this Pokemon, so I also like weakening this. This is also his only Earthquake switching. He does try and stress that. Great. So we can go for another Pyro Ball. I should be able to take any attack from Drifblim. And I'm assuming he's a Heavy Duty Boot set, like I said. If I get rid of this, I can just click Choice Band Earthquake with my HAXORUS. He is not what I assume. So he is an Unburdened set. Hex. 81 to 36. He should be on burden with that, right? Alright. We'll bring out my Corviknight here. I didn't like to bring out Corviknight too early. But because he'll probably strength sap me. Which is a little annoying. Taunt ends. He doesn't actually lower my stat. I'll bulk up in its face. Yeah, because strength sap won't be lowering my stat. Because of mirror armor. He still recovers though, but is it just strength stat Will-O-Wisp? Strength. Hex. Is it actually Will-O-Wisp? Because I kind of want to scalp, but at the same time, I'm okay with getting burnt, I think. I'll Brave Bird. He does have Wisp. Okay, so Strength Sap Wisp. Wisp Hex. Is it Calm Mind as the last move? If it's sub, it's okay. I do good damage to him. And again, I'm not worried about Quag because Moonblast is super strong in this game too. Honestly? Nah, let me not do what I was thinking. You know, let's just do it. I'll use my Gmax early here. I didn't want to, but I feel like I can also Healing Wish back to this Pokemon later. Like I know I'm like kind of like letting my Pokemon get weakened, but I think it's okay at the end of the day. This isn't gonna do that much. Yep, it's gonna pop my Weakness Posse. I want to force out Drifloon as well if possible. If I max Overgrowth, I don't think it knocks out Grimmsnarl anyway. I'll just Psychic. As long as I force him out, I'm good. Hex won't knock me out, and I didn't want to max Overgrowth immediately. So we'll Psychic to knock out Drifloon, and now I can hit his entire team with Earthquake. Vikavolt doesn't count because of its... I can always Healing Wish this thing, but Vikavolt doesn't count because of its... what's it called? Mold Breaker. Lucario could come out now though if it wanted to. But we get rid of Drifloon. There's Lucario. I'll bring Red out my Quagsire. Because if he extreme speeds, then the Rocky Helmet puts him in range of being 2 KO'd. And I still do have Healing Wish. Did no type of damage. Did I just lose the +2 Lucario? Wait, does it has an ability where its attack isn't lowered? What the hell? I did not know that. Nah, I still have Orbeat on the back, which I think I'm going to end up Healing Wishing too, so... Let's see if I get some damage. I do. Thank you. Get some nice damage off from Vikavolt. Your Orbeetle can still be Healing Wish too. Pyro Ball isn't as strong here, so I'm gonna go out to this, and then bring out. I mean, if they do opt to go for what's it called? If they do opt to go for Sticky Web, I'll just transfer it back over to them as they go for Agility. How fast is Agility Vikavolt? I don't think it's faster than Gardevoir. So Pyro Ball here. I feel like it's not faster than Gardevoir. But I don't know how much it takes. Vivid really needs to win this game too, in order to have a shot at playoffs. Oh man, I'm tired. Moonblast time, baby! Yep, outsped as expected. And it knocks out Vikavolt. So Vikavolt goes down. I still have a T-Spike up for Grimmsnarl. T-Spike up for Mamoswine. Lucario is kind of in range too. We'll bring out my Quillfish here as a pivot. It has the ability that doesn't... Oh, it's inner focus, duh. Nice. So now, even if he gets the +2, it doesn't necessarily matter because HAXORUS lives +2. And I'll just go for a Waterfall here. I do a good chunk to him. And if I give me Lucario, then it opens up my... what's it called? It opens up my, what am I trying to say? He gives me Lucario, it opens up my Gardevoir a lot. He does go Quagsire, which is what I need to get a recover off on. So I'm happy he went Quagsire. I don't get a little bit of damage off on it, which is a little bit unfortunate. There's no point in getting up dual layers. Yeah. I guess if I want to, I can just go out into my my Corviknight. Because I don't think my Corviknight... I can't lose to this Quagsire even if it's cursed. I just end up having to sack something. And then I knock it out with Energy Ball. As he goes for Quake. Yeah, like I have options here. I'm just gonna I'll Brave Bird immediately too. See if I can put him in range of Moonblast. I also don't want to let Lucario come in for free. Or Grimmsnarl if I can help it. Again, I don't know his set, but me having Energy Ball means I'll be able to deal with him. And that T-Spike is gonna help me deal with Mamoswine. As they go for Scald. Does nothing. I don't have pressure on this thing, so I actually don't stall out this Pokemon as much as I'd like to. But it's in a nice little range right there. Let me just go Orbeetle. I've had enough. Oh, I found the leftovers. I live this Earthquake with ease. Yep. Like, I hate to do this because I was in such a great position, but now it makes him think about what he wants to do. And I just want to make sure I'm healthy enough to take on Lucario. which will hopefully soon be the case. Because I can always trick Grimmsnarl if it becomes a problem. Alright, I'm gonna Calm Mind in his face, because I knock out Luke and I knock out Mamoswine. And this Calm Mind's gonna help me do some damage to Grimmsnarl. He should recover at that range too. He opted to not. And again, I want to make sure I'm at least 100%. I don't care if Grimmsnarl comes in. I don't care what it tries to do. If it's Thunder Wave, I doubt it really has a way of dealing with me. And like I said, I want to be able to deal with Mamoswine. If he wants to go hard Grimmsnarl, so be it. Quagsire is now in range of HAXORUS. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I was talking about. Go Grimmsnarl. Thank you. Get that Toxic on you. So now my Orbeetle has once again become a switch into Mamoswine, a switch into Lucario, and a check to basically everything. We'll go out to Quagsire here and get off the Intimidate. And see, maybe some Rocky Helmet chip on this thing too. Depending. As he gets up a light screen. These leftovers light screen. I'll see if I can Poison Jab the Grimmsnarl. If he gets him a Reflect, I'll get some nice damage on him. Darkest Lariat. This is not going to kill. Yup. Perfect, perfect. Let's go, baby. And I broke through as well. Go ahead and give me this Grimmsnarl, baby. Let's go. If Lucario comes out, I go hard HAXORUS. Hard HAXORUS. Because I can't give it multiple setup. Mamoswine comes out though. I'll keep this Quillfish as a sack. Surprised he didn't end up going out to Lucario. But, I mean, if this is Curse, I'm pretty sure this thing beats it 1v1. As he goes for Spears. I just need Light Screen gone. Yeah, I need Light Screen gone. And it doesn't look like he's Icicle Spear, so I'm going to Brave Bird immediately into Lucario. As he goes for multiple Spears. Well, I thought I'd be Brave Bird immediately into Lucario. But I just need this thing to be a little bit weakened to the point of being able to go Quillfish after. But he got 5 hits on me, God. That's a lot of hits, bro. Wait, do I die to burn? I don't know if I die to burn. I do not. Nice. I do not die to burn. Ooh, ooh. I can sack Quillfish and bring out Orbeetle. He doesn't have to be Thick Fat, but Thick Fat makes sense considering I have a Cinderace. But he doesn't have to be. He could be Oblivious. No, 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 no. Does light screen wear out here? Perfect. Alright, we go Gardevoir now. I still have HAXORUS in the back just to click Choice Band Earthquake. It sucks that we had to go through all that, guys, and I'm sorry. It's because I didn't put pressure and I put Mirror Armor, which is my fault. I get the Thick Fat note, so I should be able to, in theory, win. These T-Spike were nasty, though. But yeah, in theory, I should be able to win here. Ice Shard isn't going to do much. I don't know how much Bullet Punch does from Lucario, I'll be honest. He doesn't end up going for Bullet Punch anyway, so. Not AV. I don't know if Lucario was banded. I feel like it wasn't, but it could have been. But yeah, no screens up and I win the game with Moonblast. Or if he does manage to knock me out with Bullet Punch, I win the game with either Orbeetle or HAXORUS. Lowest my timer got all game. I think he has to be banded to knock me out, doesn't he? Damn, bro, I just died. That's crazy. I think he is banded. Doesn't matter, though. I go HAXORUS, I click Choice Band Earthquake. End it with ZORO. He finally found his way to this battle. Guarantee faster as well. Quagsire dies. Lucario, which I believe is banded, can't kill me anyway. And that's it. Sorry about that middle part, but I wanted to make sure he wasn't going for Scalds. Because Scald had a little shot. It literally had to get the highest roll possible to knock out Orbeetle. I have no idea what his PP was at that point. If he goes for close combat, don't matter. I still have Corviknight. I like how Usopp Zoro, I think he was banded. Oh, that's hella banded for sure. Good game, Vivid. Alright, sorry to him that had to go that way, but we end up ending the season 7-1. We end the season 7-1. Coolfish picked up a KO. And a few other members as well. Vikavolt died to Gardevoir. Gardevoir also killed Mamoswine, so that was nice. What did I kill Driplim with? I have no idea. But yeah, we ended the season 7-1. I felt like, again, I feel like if I had more time to prep, I definitely would have convinced myself to bring pressure. Because if I was in that position, if I knew that position would happen too, which is why I brought Subruse Corviknight, because it's so good. Oh, Orbeetle got a kill here too. Orbeetle could have gotten a few kills too, as well, if he let me get a little bit, if he got a little greedy. But yeah, and Cinderace did its job. Solid game. Definitely ended later than I thought. Go ahead and check out Vivid. I'll hit him up if he wants to do an interview. I know it's a little bit late for both of us. But yeah, it started with pressure and it ended with pressure. I will see you guys. We end the regular season 7-1. I'm still sad we're not 8-0, but less pressure on me. I don't know if I'll be first seed though, because the seedings are determined by differential, I believe. They're not doing head-to-head this year. Sorry about that. Yeah, they're not doing head-to-head this year. But yeah, I'll hit up Vivid if he's willing to get in a call with me. And funny thing, if you guys didn't know, Vivid last year beat me in the playoffs of the WBE. So he ended my run, and now I ended his because he needed to win this one, and then other things need to happen. So I guess it's poetic. I don't know. Big shout out to Quillfish though. T-Spite and Rocky Helmet. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends. All right, guys, we're here with the end of the season interview with Invividcolor. You can say hi, bro.
Hey, how's it going? pokeaimMD. What do you call your fans?
Friends. Sometimes they call
friends. That's right. That's right. Friends.
Sometimes they call
Ian.
Yeah. Sometimes they call themselves aimers.
They should just call themselves students. You're a professor.
Yeah, I got Vivid here. So just to explain like that whole part. So my Orbeetle. So my Orbeetle's. You could only knock me out with Scald if you got the 34 roll, which was the max, absolute max you can get, or the 30% chance to burn.
Yeah.
So, like, in that position, and I mean, you probably explained, I don't know what you're going to do in yours. I know, like I said, I'm fast forwarding. But in that position, it was just so... He could not switch because all his mons would die.
Right.
All his mons would die besides Quag.
I didn't have a single mon that could switch into the Corviknight without dying. Basically.
Yeah. And like, even when you did... Like, even if you didn't save the... like, let's say you saved Vikavolt, something else died to Gardevoir. Like, if it came in, it got 2-hit KO'd. Yeah. Like, Lucario had already taken damage, so it died. Mamoswine got 2-hit KO'd. Grimmsnarl died. Quag got rocked. So...
Yeah, when I was prepping for this battle, I had like a pretty solid team, I thought, and then I looked at it again and I was like, oh, he has Gardevoir. Like, it was the one thing I just wasn't caring about when I was prepping, and then I ended up like I didn't really sure it up, honestly. I just, like, instead of running Jolly Lucario with speed, I ran like max attack Adamant because Bullet Punch like always had a chance to
KO Gardevoir. Nice.
Yeah, if it was like uninvested, you know what I mean.
For those that didn't know, I actually typed to Vivid during it. I was like, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, when I'm out of PP, I'm gonna Healing Wish my Corviknight right back, and I'm going to do this again. So when he told me he had 55 PP, I was like, all right, well, now I gotta tell him my plan. That's it, because I'm not trying to sit here all day.
Right. No, I mean, like, when we were sitting there, I was like, because don't get me wrong, I'm gonna fast forward the whole thing too, but I was still commentating for a while.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, like there was a point where I was gonna type like, at what point did you stop commentating? Once we were probably like 15 or 16 turns into it, I was gonna type that, but then also typing was stressful because we're playing with this really bad timer. Right?
Yes.
Where like we're both just like, presumably at the end, both just kind of clicking moves. To just, you know, like make sure we don't time out, which would also be. I'm glad the game ended in a way where one of us got to actually win versus like one of us timing out.
Yeah,
at least.
yeah. I wasn't trying to, but I did notice I was a full minute ahead of you, so I was like,
sure. Wait, how do you know that? Can you see your opponent's time?
Yeah, it's on the top right the entire time.
I did not know that. I probably would have played. I mean, it wouldn't. I couldn't have done anything differently, but I didn't know you could see your opponent's time. I've been super oblivious this entire season. This season's a learning experience.
I actually found that out like week 3 when someone pointed it out. You actually got me down to the lowest. All my battles have been 7:30 and above or 8 minutes and above.
Yeah, my battles I haven't timed out. I know that's been a big deal this season. I haven't timed out, but I've gotten, I think, below 5 once because I took like a whole minute to do something. But I knew I had the time to do it, so it wasn't. I don't know. I've lost a lot though, so it's not like I was making insane big brain plays. I just took a minute to make the wrong play, probably.
I think the biggest thing that this season, just like talking about the season, was that your Gmax wasn't offensive, which makes a huge difference.
I don't even want to talk about my Gmax mon. I mean, I do, because I think as a standalone mon, I think Appleton's actually pretty good.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah, just as like a tier 2 or 3 mon, probably tier 2 is probably a little high, but like a tier 3 mon that is just like a fat dragon, I think it's actually pretty good. But when you Gmax it, there was never a week where I brought it where I was like, okay, I'm gonna run not Leech Seed and Recover because that's just what it does, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, I drafted really, I'm gonna say this right now, I've said it a lot in my videos, but I drafted really poorly. And I think I don't know. I don't think I understood this format a lot when I was going into it. Like, I wish I'd made different picks.
I don't think anybody did, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I think you're right.
Like, I love my Gmax because it's fast. That's like the biggest thing about it. It's fast and bulky, so I can afford to use like weakness policy on it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I was telling you, and I was saying as well. Like, it really sucked to have to play 3 games in a row in a week. Just because like when I was building, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll use mirror armor, that way he can't strength stab me infinitely. And I'm like, that's so dumb. He just gets back to full every single time. Who cares about my attack? So like
whenever I strength sapped and I noticed you were in mirror armor, I was like, I don't even think this is bad for me.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, what was your Corviknight set? It wasn't full Spadef, right?
It was no Spadef, bro.
Oh, no,
it was enough. Yeah, it was enough speed for
I was like,
max
my Hex
speed.
did a lot of damage, like even before you were burned. I don't know, man. I thought this Drifblim set was pretty clutch, but I wish I had defogged because the Toxic ended up hurting me more than I thought.
I wish you defogged too, so I could have set up double layers.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, it was definitely hard early. Like I feel like if I brought another model I was thinking about was like, you know, the Super Fang. I bring the same Cinderace every week, Powerball, U-turn, taunt, Super Fang, because it's so good. It's so good with heavy duty boots.
It's just like it doesn't have like a clear counter.
You EV it to like take every hit. Like this mon take like modest specs Thunderbolt or two bug buzzes from specs. It takes +2E speed. You know, like it's
right.
And I brought Cord Chains because I was like, oh, he has a whole lot of hazards. Let me do this. And if I get up a T-Spec, it would be good. The crazy thing is, like, I had clear wins at the end, too. Like, I was debating, because you see my HAXORUS has Facade. I was debating bringing it out on Scald, fishing for the burn. Even if I didn't, like, at the range you're at, Earthquake killed you a lot of the times. And then, you know, Earthquake doesn't let in Lucario, Earthquake doesn't let in Mammal. But I'm like, I can't do that, because if I somehow give Lucario... I didn't know it was banded. I did a lot, but I didn't know it was banded.
Right.
Which is my own mistake. I also forgot about Inner Focus during prep, by the way. So that's like another thing. Is like,
Okay, yeah.
but like, I was like, so I needed to keep it healthy because it can guarantee live +2E speed. So I can't risk taking it in that turn. And again, like the whole orbital thing, I was at 34 HP. Earthquake never killed me. Scald needed, like I said, maximum roll. Literally max. Like the only one roll it can get is 34 to kill. All the rest are 33 and down, or you know, a burn with it. So I was kind of waiting till you started clicking counter to waste your PP, so I could bring it in and just recover. Because then then it'd be a good check to Mammal Swine. Yeah.
Yeah. When you switched out, I was like, if I get a crit Earthquake somehow.
Oh, that would have been huge. But I think in that position too, it would have sucked to lose that mon. But like HAXORUS just came in and got a kill with Earthquake. And then I go Quillfish, and then I could roost again on the, the what's it called? What's the mon called? Grimmsnarl. So like it's, I don't know. Like there's I don't know. There's a lot of ways. I just was worried because my Quillfish was paralyzed, so I was like, there is no way this mon can like I can't give Lucario a chance to set up, even though I should have known it was banded. But when I saw Inner Focus, it's like, okay, I have no idea how much damage this thing is supposed to do. I'm not about to calc. And when we were talking as well, typing, I was like, "Oh crap! I have like 5 seconds. There goes my time."
It became like, I thought it started off as like a very fun game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it started off like a normal game in this generation, and it was back and forth. There was, you know, some give and take, and then we just got into this Corviknight Quagsire situation. And then after that, honestly, like I was like in my head at a point thinking like, how bad do I, because I've never missed playoffs before in a league, so I hold pride in that, and now obviously I'm going to, so it is what it is. So that's why I was like, no, I have to play it out to the end. There's still a shot. The only thing I could have done, I don't know what Orbital's health was at the very end. The only play I could have made at the very end was switching out on, when you switch into the Gardevoir, I could have switched out into the Quagsire.
Yeah.
Sacked that and then gone out into Lucario and sort of like, or if earlier in the game I had just clicked Thunder Punch like I was supposed to when you switch in Quillfish. But
that would have been huge. That would have been absolutely huge. I was trying to get some damage off on you, and then that would have been big.
Yeah, there was definitely like 2 turns you switched into Quillfish that I should have clicked Thunder Punch. But I mean, the game played out how it did. I feel bad because you've played a million matches this week and we just played like an hour-long banger.
Yeah, I missed dinner.
Yeah,
I missed dinner because of the game.
I haven't ate dinner either. I took a nap when I got home. I've been on no sleep this school week. So.
I agree. I mean, I know. I finished 30 videos.
You're a madman. Teach me your work ethic.
That's I got to do what I got to do. That's it.
I know.
It definitely, like I said, like it definitely played a toll in my, like, since everybody knows, like I lost last week to Otto, and Otto played really well, and I think my prep was fine too, but I just didn't play as optimally as I could have.
Right.
And then like it's just like I feel it affecting me, and it's like I don't want to be in a position where I dread playing a draft league game, because draft league is some of my favorite content ever.
Yeah, same, 100%.
Yeah,
same.
so like next time I gotta ask people if they can play 10 weeks in ahead when I go on a vacation. Let's play before the season starts.
Where are you going on vacation?
Florida, Universal Studios.
Okay. Well, don't get eaten by people that are on meth. When are you leaving?
I leave Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. But I actually leave
Sunday.
this Sunday. I actually leave the first. Yeah, I come back the 7th. But
awesome.
Yeah, it's just that tomorrow I'm doing the APA draft, so
Right.
I didn't really. I'm actually doing the APA draft differently because screw being there for 6 hours. We're gonna have 20 slides with the 20 teams, and it's gonna have their team on it, and then me and Envy are gonna talk about it. That's it.
Are we doing? I'm in that. Are we doing coaches in call or no?
If you want to, I'll let you guys be in call. But like it's just like I don't see the point of doing 6 hours.
Right.
Like,
Well, also you just said you finished 30 videos. You've done 3 draft league battles. I imagine you would like to have like a couple hours of rest before you get on a plane to go to Florida. Wait, so you're telling me if I hop on a plane right now and go to Universal Studios, I can meet the pokeaimMD in person?
I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a difference when he's on vacation and when he's alone. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. It's broke.
Oh man. But yeah, again, I'm sorry. Like I feel like pressure would have been big, and also like I just we had our we had our reasoning for like not switching.
Right.
Also,
yeah, 100%.
I want your opinion, and this is gonna go in the video, and you're gonna decide my video. What do you think gets the thumbnail? Now, obviously, I think it has to be Corviknight, but my week 1 battle was Corviknight brings the pressure. And I was gonna say, do I just kill it? It started with pressure, ended with mirror armor. Corviknight does not bring the pressure.
Yeah, I was gonna say Corviknight doesn't bring the pressure. Just make like a super funny joke.
Yeah. I'm just gonna make fun of it. Yeah, it's just it was.
All right, I want your opinion.
Okay.
All right, on my team, what's your favorite set?
I think it has to be Bandit Lucario for sure.
Okay.
I love
So
Bandit.
you just like the thing that's actually good. I like this Drifblim because it's annoying as heck.
Oh, I know. I love your Drifblim too. And I like that you didn't bring heavy duty boots. You brought Unburden, which made it a lot harder. But like this is like a more standard set.
Right.
Whereas Choice Band Lucario was a standard set back in the day. At times, Swords didn't see more, but I really love CV Lucario. I love Lucario in general in draft, and I like you have every single one of your mons I've never used in draft except for Grimmsnarl now. Like I love them.
Really?
Yeah.
I really like Grimmsnarl. I didn't play it well this season. It's got a lot of tech to it. I think it's also much better as a Gmax.
Well, yeah.
Because it sort of like has the offense to go with it, and it has really good coverage.
Yeah. It has stupid good coverage. Prankster is good. Frisk is good too. Oh, you can pickpocket. You can mug somebody.
You can mug somebody. Yeah, no. In the end, I think my prep was not bad this week. I just like we got in that situation and there was just no coming back.
Yeah.
Also, like I made some loose plays there. Like I said, like I probably should have like picked a Thunder Punch at some point, or I don't know.
What did you
I
use?
think I probably shouldn't have sacked off Vikavolt either.
Yeah. That was huge because again, like I knew that whenever Gardevoir came in and got the kill, and I knew it'd be faster than Vikavolt too because it's slow as hell. But yeah, that was a really big one. Light Screen was smart at the end because it meant that I had to switch out instead of moon blasting.
I also think that like dual screens is like kind of the thing, but I had decent checks to physical mons. I just like at the end because Light Screen was taunt for a while, which I guess also might have been useful at a certain point. It was taunt for a while, but then I realized like I just stone cold died to Gardevoir. Like if you were Choice Scarf Gardevoir and I'd taken something like 10% on each of my mons, like I just died.
Yeah, everything just died. That's literally what I was too. Like it's just the exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just happy that Choice Band HAXORUS ended it.
Yeah, no, it was good.
I was going for that at the end, but it's like
I'm glad that it ended. I was sick of Corviknight. By the end of this match, I was like, this would be completely fine on Showdown, but we do not have the time for this, and I hate this mod.
I should have just said I'm outside it. Why didn't I bring pressure?
I know, yeah. Corviknight doesn't bring the pressure. Oh man, well. Good games, good sets as always. You played to not lose, which I tried to, but there were some reads I should have made.
I think you did it as well. It's just like I said, like in that position it was really tough. I do feel it's hard because when you brought out Extreme Speed or when you brought out your Lucario, it was when my Cinderace was low, right? Or what was out? It was Cinderace, right? Or was it Orbeetle?
It was. I don't remember which one it was. I think it had to be Cinderace. No,
it was Orbeetle. It was Orbeetle.
It was Orbeetle for sure.
That's a very tough turn to click Thunder Punch because I was +2. And
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it was Orbital. Because I had to click E-Speed. Okay.
did I G-Max this game? I did, right?
No.
Wait,
Did
no.
you?
Didn't I G-Max versus Drifloon? Because I know I brought it hard in to get the weakness policy.
I don't know if you It's been so long. It
No,
feels like it's been a day since that happened.
Okay, no, I did. No, I didn't.
Okay.
Oh my God, did I? Wow, I should have.
I don't think you.
I don't know. It's been an hour and a half.
I should have G-Maxed my Lucario.
At the end, yeah.
It's like at the end, I
Just
should
screw
have
it.
just like maxed the
Just
Quagsire and
screw
been
it.
like, nah, I'm
Just
done
screw
with
it.
it. Like, this is my way of conceding. Oh,
If the
man.
timer, if your timer had gotten to a minute, I just started Dynamaxing too. I think, just to do it. Like screw it, man. Like that's the season.
If my timer had ever gotten to like under a minute, I just would have Dynamaxed whatever I was in with. Like, this is your win, Con. Me breaking the rules. Oh man.
All right.
Well, the interview was much funner than the game. I hope you have a load of fun on your vacation.
Thank you.
Much
I
deserved.
appreciate it. I hope the rest of the school year goes well for you.
Oh yeah, and then we're moving out to Arizona to live with the wife.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gonna be the middle of state Arizona Sable Eyes.
Yeah.
I
Go
don't
punch
know.
Nappy.
Yeah, legitimately, I've been thinking like, how can I find him and then just go steal all his equipment? Oh,
Alright guys, we're gonna end it here. Check out Vivid's channel. His channel link will be down below. We will see you guys next time. We're both in APA, aren't we?
Yeah, we're
both
in APA.
APA. So we'll see you guys next time. I don't know if we find our schedule. I'm gonna be one more last thing. I love the 8 weeks for a season. It makes.
So I think it's like 2 weeks too short. I like 10 weeks. I think 8 weeks is good.
What about
It's
9?
tight, but 9 I think also would be a good middle ground. 8 weeks makes coming back from a bad run really hard. And
Yes.
I'm taking it out on myself a lot.
I mean, it's true though. Like it's crazy though because last week, 14 out of the 16 teams were in a run for playoffs. I was the only person confirmed, and then there's 13 people that could still make playoffs, which is insane.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't get me wrong. Like right now, I am glad this season is over because I've been stressed about it and I don't like my team and I love my APA team. I think my APA team is like lit, but it's just a rough season.
Yeah, it is. I feel that. It took a while for people to adapt the timer early on, and then even then, like some people are just not. I think drafting wise, for a lot of people as well, some things were like could have gone better. None of us knew about how broken Gigantamax would be.
Right, yeah. Like I think some drafts are like very clearly, and I think I mentioned this in a video, just like the way the draft was structured, and I think the way the tiers were structured in the beginning, which don't get me wrong, I don't think they could have been structured much better in the blind, but the way they were structured, there were just gonna be teams that were like absolute powerhouses.
Yeah, busted.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not even gonna lie, like I don't think that you have the best team. I just think you're very good at comping each week, and you have a lot of versatile mons. But like some of these teams are broken.
Yeah,
I
think Kelly's team is busted.
I think Kelly's team is very bonkers. I think Nexus's team was stupid.
Yeah, as well, and I think that MV also got a really good thing with G-Max Grimsnow.
MV, yeah, exactly. I think I feel like Duncan's team is very good as well.
Yeah, everything's solid.
Right. All right, sorry, we're dragging this off.
Thank you everybody for watching. Check out Vivid. His channel link will be down below. We'll see y'all next time. Goodbye,
Have a good
friends.
one.